What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy Ligo, one half and duo, and I'm doing something a little, I'm in working like crazy this week, helping some family members, and I'm up right now finishing up a very big architect job that I gotta do to present tomorrow. So I'm basically 98% finished. I gotta do the rest of it at the job itself, so I'll wait there. So, I was listening to some Dragon Ball Z Bridge, getting some jokes in and other stuff, and just enjoying what is all of life is, and also taking in some news and everything. Just chilling. Now, and if Melman does watch this, yes, this time I did win because it popped up on my recommendation on the side, and I'm watching it. So I'm gonna watch this along and see if something, talk about this. But I guarantee you it's gonna be a certain way. So yes, Melman is that. But also with this, I am testing out the system a little better. I noticed when I was doing the last time I did live cast, the volume was low, and again I'm trying to get it so it could be the right optimal. So today itself I spend about 3 hours rewiring my whole system, and man, it looks nice right now. Cable management is such an important thing, not only in computers but like around this stuff, because my desk was cluttered and everything, and now it's I could stretch out. And everything is in the hand reach, and it doesn't look messy, and it looks nice and clean and everything. So yes, kudos to that. So, because I'm not hearing the buzzing on my side and everything, so that's good. So, but with that said, I want to give a quick warning to anybody out there listening to this at a lower level, because I might get some back feed in it, and I apologize for the future if it's that. Right now, I got the speakers off for the wiring, and it's going to turn my car. You're going to have a little echo in there, and that's what it is. But we're going to be taking about, let's get into the subject. The subject basically is LBC, armchair businessmen. We go as mailmen to be, and I'm going to go to our favorite person who makes it very easy for me. So I've not watched the video, but let's watch the video first. But let's put a little disclaimer in this from the person's mouth, because that person gonna contradict themselves. I could guarantee you this. And also, you will learn stuff when you're watching this video. You're gonna learn stuff about just things in the past or whatever. So again, hopefully don't make a noise. I'm gonna put it right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it doesn't sound like a echo to right here. Hopefully it works. Let's test it out. Let's see if this person, because you know what I always say: individuals are smart, people are stupid. So let's see. Let's hear the caveat.
Now, there are a lot of people in the world, in case you were shocked, that are stupid.
Now that's true. That is true. You know what, Rich, my boy, we agree on something. We agree on something.
Now, there are a lot of people in the world, in case you were shocked, that are stupid. I know that's. I hope we were sitting down for that one, so it probably blew you away.
Okay, so that's what he said, and I'm with him. Yeah, that's why my phrase has been that before I came on YouTube. I had that when I was younger. So let's look at what this person had to say about ramping up. Now, and a caveat before I play this. Nope, let me share the screen as well. There we go. So we all could see it. There, get them all right there. So I'm gonna watch this and comment and pause and comment and whatever. But the thing that's gonna kill me about it is I guarantee you. Okay, let's dissect this part right here. Nintendo's ramping up Switch production to 2 million consoles per month. Now, if anybody who is new to the channel, then you can go to the past Endcasts. That's where we do conversations and stuff and take more questions onto it. I have not really done an official Endcast in a while, but like I said, life and stuff has been crazy. But other than that, I have talked about this before. People asked me back in July. They're like, Liger, do you believe that Nintendo is going to release this NX at the time, because the Switch wasn't announced yet, NX for 2000 in March? And I'm like, okay, if Nintendo does it in March, if I was a businessman, which I am, I'm like, okay, this is going to be what else, right? This is going to be something that if Nintendo really is going to release a console in March, the smart thing would be is they're going to ramp it up and say they're going to release about a couple, or they're going to try their best to top load the March and get it out so that, because that's the end of their financial year, to make sure the financial year of 2016 does very well for Nintendo, which did happen. They're gonna sell about 5 million consoles in total by August. They did it by July, so that happened. I said they're gonna be a little bit low, but at least they know what's gonna go on, and they're gonna ramp it up for Christmas, because Japan and America is gonna be buying that thing like crazy. If this console if the NX is this hybrid console that people talk about, if it's that's what they're gonna do. So they won't have the flat line of having, oh man, there's gonna be still lines and lines to try to get the console, but because of the game and software, they could judge and put out the software, and knowing Nintendo, they're gonna release the Mario, like Shigeru Miyamoto said. He said that we're gonna release the new 3D Mario on a platform, on a new platform. That's what I said, and that's what's happening. So, by the words itself, by his tagline, I'm not surprised of this that Nintendo's wrapping up, because as a business guy who sell over the world too, that makes sense to me, and that's what I said before even this comes up. So let's see a real business guy to an armchair business guy and see what's happening. All right. And I hope you can listen. I hope you guys can hear. I'm testing all this stuff out. It worked for doing my radio show live and everything if I'm doing it from home. But like I said, the podcast stuff, I don't know. Let's see.
Has had a history of making their hardware scarce.
Okay. Nintendo has a history of making their hardware scarce. Okay, let's see what he got to do.
Remember, even back in the N64 days. Now, granted, the N64 never sold as well as the PlayStation did, not even remotely close. But in the beginning, It was very tough to find an N64, and then later on, it was a pain in the ass to find the Nintendo Wii for.
Now, the reason why, I'll say this: the N64 was hard to find because after the PlayStation. That Nintendo had to scrap the PlayStation. Remember, people forget Nintendo had to scrap 2 consoles. They scrapped the PlayStation. That back and forth again. If you're new to the channel, I said it again. Both Nintendo and Sony was at fault. Not everybody else. So a lot of people are like, oh, Nintendo. No, both companies were at fault. I blame Nintendo and I blame Sony on that. But hey, we got a Sony out of it. We got a PlayStation out of it, and I bought a PlayStation 1, 2. Didn't buy 3 or 4, but like I said, those were good consoles to me. So, but again, they scrapped 2 consoles. The PlayStation got scrapped. The Philips CDI got scrapped. You know what I mean? Scrapped, like they didn't put their backing behind it, and then they had to make the 64. So yeah, that's why it was hard, because they went through true R&Ds already, and they had to put out something because PlayStation was already out doing something, so they had to put something out. R&D wise, that's a nightmare. That's why when Julian Edwards said when they made the 64, the only game that could play on the 64 was Mario 64, and that's why Julian Edwards' team Factor 5 had to reverse engineer it and sell dev kits to the developers to make games for the 64. But Rich would never know that, so why would I? But you would think research, but he doesn't do that. He gives the news to people for whatever. So let's go. Let's keep on here. What you say? You said the Wii.
Like a couple years, man. I remember
2 years.
Well after the Wii was out, it was still a problem, and people were saying it was a challenge to find one. So Nintendo's been known for making their product.
Okay, so I'll stop it there. So yes, the Wii. Yeah, after the game, 64 didn't sell well. GameCube didn't sell as well either because people, as Yamamuchi said, we asked for every third part is what you want for this console. We gave you the GameCube, and then y'all still stick us in the back. So yeah, so you had 2 consoles back to back that didn't sell spectacular. So Yamamuchi told TK and everything, we're going back to Nintendo. We're going back to Nintendo where they're supposed to be. They don't want to go out. We're going to go back to doing our stuff, whatever. They did. It came with a Wii. They marketed to a different type of people. And lo and behold, it took them by surprise. But, I mean, if you have 2 failing stuff, you're not going to manufacture way higher than before. That would be stupid to do that. You just don't know it. And again, because you don't want the stock to be on the shelf and paying for it. You don't want to overstock. That's not a good thing. But again, I'm sure people don't know that. So the Wii, yes, and I'm one of the people. That was the last time I stand in line to get a console ever was a Wii. For some reason, my mind looking for me, I felt like, wow, this. Because I'm my skeptics about it, but I was like, wow, you know what? I'm gonna stand, and I stand in line and I got a Wii, and I was happy that but after that, the Wii U, no, PlayStation 3, no, Xbox 360, hell no. Even the Switch, I didn't stand in line for that either. No, I've never stand in line because of my age right now. I love gaming. Gaming is a nice pastime, but I just can't. I ain't got the time to do all that stuff. I'll wait until stuff comes to me. So, okay, I'm with you so far, Rich. With that crap you saying, but again, that's looking at people forget memories and forget how the past works. But let's go again. Let's see what he says.
Maybe not purposely scarce. Maybe they just suck at allocating inventory and getting manufacturing going. Hell, even the Amiibos were.
Yeah, manufacturing is not as easy as you think. But again, he never manufactured nothing. So, armchair analyst.
Tough to find. Remember that?
Yeah.
People were looking all over for Amiibos, and there were scalpers buying them and selling them for high prices. It's just a thing with Nintendo.
No. Who would have thought that people would have bought? People like me. I buy Amiibos. Half of the Amiibos I buy for the games. Half of the Amiibos I buy because they look cool as a collection. Again, and also a lot of the stuff that was hard to find, you can find them very easy now. You don't see nobody talking about Amiibos. It's hard to find unless it's something pop up. Now they're talking about the Metroid things, a pop thing. And yes, I'm at the part in Metroid Return of Samus. I am playing the fusion mode on that thing. I'm gonna say this for people out there. I gotta say this for people out there. Metroid, for y'all who bitched about them, I know for sure all those people who bitched about it. I'm playing the fusion mode of Metroid Return of Samus. That game is horrifically hard. So you got a normal mode, you got a hard mode, and you got a super hard mode, which is the fusion with the Amiibo. You got to lock. And people are like, oh, it's wrong that they locked it on the Amiibo. You was not gonna play it. You were crying over something that you were not gonna do. I don't like people doing that. You're gonna cry over something that you was not gonna do. It's weird how that works out that way. Because I'm playing the thing and holy crap, I'm happy I got all the way down to the part where I got the plasma now, because it was a pain in the butt to get down there when you could free run and fill stuff now. Or shooting is more easier now, man. Oh my goodness, it's a hard game when you put it in a fusion mode. But No, like I said, now again, unless the game is super hot, the Amiibos is
finally starting to learn their lesson, and we're seeing it with the Nintendo Switch because they're.
And I'll agree to you on Rich with that one. That's why I said that if they're gonna release it in March, back when I said it the NX at the time, this makes sense for doing it this way. That's me thinking as a businessman. So I agree with you on that. I don't think they learn. I just think they're saying, okay, that's a good business plan.
They're ramping up production of the console, and it is going to become more readily available. And Nintendo isn't playing around. They're looking to increase Switch production to 2 million units per month. That's a lot of consoles. Now, the reason they're doing this is because in Asia, there's a really high demand for the Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo just in general wants to meet their target production numbers. In 2017,
which if you went to the IR pages, you find target production numbers. If they get up to 20 million by the end of the year, which I don't think they will, but if they do, holy smoke, this thing knocked it out of the freaking park. But I don't think that's what it is. They were trying to do 8. They're gonna pass 8. So they changed it to 16. That was the last numbers they had. I've not seen them say they're gonna go up higher than that. 16 was the number they were going to do by next year, March. So if they surpass that by the end of the year, then that's also I don't think they're going to do that by the end of the year. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm going to business looking at it. I'm like 10. Yeah, no, I don't see it like that. But we'll see.
Which is almost over with. Nintendo is aiming to reach 20 million consoles shipped. The Switch hasn't even been out for a year, remember that, and they already want to ship 20 million consoles. That's a good sign. Now remember, there's an asterisk here. Shipped does not mean sold. Ship means units shipped to stores.
True.
It's still a good sign that they feel they need to have that many consoles in stores to meet the demand.
Well, hell, look at Japan.
So with this increase in Nintendo Switch production, the consoles are still in short supply in Japan and won't be available in Taiwan until December. China's not even going to see the Nintendo Switch launch until 2018. Luckily, Nintendo is teaming up with Tencent to bring the Switch over to China.
Which is going to be, Nintendo knows they're not going to make a lot of sales off of China because they're going to pirate the thing and do all kind of crazy stuff through it and hack it. They always do. But, hey, sales are sales.
And bringing it to the country could be very lucrative for Nintendo. Now, I can tell you right now, my GameStop and other stores around me have the Nintendo Switch in stock. So if you're in America, there's a very good chance you'll be able to get a Nintendo Switch this house.
And I also shared pictures about the Nintendo Switch in Walmart. I saw 3 just sitting there, and I think Raphael, another guy who watches, he saw some 3 Switches, and basically we just helped a friend got a Switch as well too. So right now is the time. If you're in America, this is the time to buy it before it gets crazy. Because when Mario Odyssey comes out, oh boy, yeah, hurry up! Now is the time to get it before it gets crazy.
Holiday. So Nintendo, thank you. That's me clapping. I'm not slapping my own ass.
Not needed. Oh my God, not needed. That's just a bad thought.
For finally listening to the consumer
then
and addressing an issue which you've had a problem with for years.
They didn't, and they didn't listen to the consumer. It just made sense. If they listen to the consumer, some stuff for the Wii U, some stuff for the Wii. Hell, they did listen to some consumer when y'all bitched about the 64. Gave it the GameCube, and how that worked out. So let's not play that dumb game, Richie boy.
And that's keeping things in stock. It's been a terrible habit of yours for years where you underestimate the popularity of a product and you don't ship enough to stores.
How are they supposed to do that when the previous console before that didn't sell that well? You'll be an idiot to overstock. Jeez, you don't know. You do not know how supply and demand work. A lot of people, it's sad. A lot of people do not know about supply and demand, and it's sad.
And now it seems like with the Nintendo Switch, you're finally learning lessons from the past, and you're going to have the console on store shelves. It still may be tough to find just because the system is so damn popular. but at least now people have a chance of getting it for the holiday season, because I'm telling you, the Switch is going to be a hot item this holiday season. And a lot of people, whether it be adults or kids, are going to want it as a gift or under the Christmas tree. Now, as I get older, I'm kind of changing my opinion and my stance as to.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Change your opinions and stances. Let's see if it's BS or a legitimate change. Because like I said, there's some things I do agree with Richie boy with. But again, when he talks about some things, nah. But let's see if he does.
To why Nintendo always had low supply of popular items that they sold. I used to think they did it on purpose, but that's kind of dumb if you think about it. It's like,
oh my God, like I said, I'm watching it with you guys. So let's see, did he came full circle? And then if that's the case, then why the hell you put the first part of the video saying all that crap, man, Rich? God dang it. But let's see if he come full. Let's see if he came around, did a 180 and like, oh, right, yeah.
Why would you not want to have enough of a product out there for people to buy? Why would you want to turn away people's money? Or why would you, even worse, say, the Nintendo Switch or the N64 or whatever console that they had low supply of, or the Nintendo Wii, when that thing was virtually impossible to find. When you don't have the console available for the consumer to buy, they may think about the competitor. Like back in the Wii days, all right, there's no Nintendo Wii. Maybe, if I buy it for my husband or my wife or my son or my daughter, maybe if I buy a 360, they might be happy with that too, and then maybe they'll buy a 360.
Okay, I'll add this to this. That could be true. So I'm not going to deny that, but also, like when I play the way that we play and how games play, nah, no comparison in my book. But again, I'm different. Most people, like I said, nunchuck and remote, yeah. And I got a video coming up about that. I got to upload it and put it on the channel. But yeah, nunchuck or remote, yeah. Best way to play certain games: golfing, shooting, first-person shooter. Hell yeah. Oh man, and some motion games like Fluidity and everything. Oh yes. So it's a difference, but again, innovation over just gains software. We'll see. So I understand that. Once you know what, I'm in on that one.
They buy your competitor's product, and then they may forget to go out and never buy a Nintendo Wii because they may end up being happy with the competitor's product. So it is just bad all around to not have supply to meet the demand, because not only are people not buying your product and not giving you money and you're not profiting, they may go over to your competitor and they may never come back. So look, if you think about it from that perspective, it would be dumb for them to purposely make something like the Wii or Amiibos or whatever the case may be scarce, because then if people stray and go over to your competitor, they may never come back. And you don't want that. You want people to buy your product and give you the money instead of giving your competitor the money. So I just think Nintendo was terrible at estimating how much demand there would be for their products, and now they're finally learning, which is a good thing. Better late than never. So I'm glad Nintendo is listening and fixing their mistakes. Now, if they could just change their approach to using Nintendo gameplay and videos, that would be a good thing. That's probably never going to happen.
Yeah, they won't.
Anytime soon.
That's good.
Virtual View Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.
There you go. Okay. I'll leave it alone. So, and you're right, Rich. That's not gonna happen. So shut the hell up. No. That's not, that part ain't gonna happen because you guys have been jerkwads. That's just how it works. And again, that's you speak for the people who are flipping between consoles and don't know nothing about gaming and gaming as a pastime. I don't like I said, so that reason makes sense the way you say it. But again, they won't bad at judging. You don't know what's going to be popular. I went through that same thing too. I released an album in 2000. I started doing the music legitimately and not like on my side, doing the music, production, everything. In 2005, first band album, released it. I got you, Renegade. What up, Raphael, Renegade Santiago 316. Technically speaking, I could, because I got a thing, but if you're there, give me 1 second. If that's the case, then it's best to turn this off so you don't get no echo. And headphones up now because I'm already finished. I gotta finish. Plug her up. All right, the mic yeah, sound way better. Ain't got none of that buzzing noise in my ear. Oh, I love it. Anyway, so we when the jerk was okay, Renegade, and speaking of that, like Renegade, Sprite, if you're up, also I'm finishing up some work, so if you if you check your stuff, I just send you a link to if you want to just join in and put in your words to it if you want to. So check your Google Plus and jump in if you want. If you wanna, that's it is. But anyway, yeah. So for me, and this is a real story. Release an album, new music album. I was not looking for no independent company and label and everything. So I didn't think it's gonna sell well, and it sold all right. We sold close to 500,000 albums. That was for an independent company. That was really great. I was like, wow, I didn't think people like it. Then in 2007, we released 2 albums, and then when Sony came and told us, wow, dude, both albums went platinum, I was like, what? I was shocked and surprised. Not thinking that that's going to happen. Of course, I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think that was going to happen. No. I released 2 albums back to back, and they back to back in the same year, and it sold and made that, and both of them went past platinum. Didn't see that coming. Then me being thinking, okay, my company's name is on top of the thing. We won awards, people recognized us, and we had like a lot of music celebrities on one of the albums. We had a lot of music celebrities on it, from Rihanna to Busta Rhymes to Ludacris and everything, and all that was on it. And I'm like, okay, let me capitalize and release an album in 2008. 2 things happened. Of course, the market crashed in America, and then it spun out to the world. And then, thinking it's going to be great, it sold all right. But again, it's like 200,000. If my numbers are right, if we're calling it, like it didn't sold that great. But I made money off it since I'm independent. But it didn't went up to the platinum again. It went up there. Then I released another album for the same thing of the other one with the celebrities. Did that? That didn't do that well. Okay, let me put it this way. It didn't do the numbers again. So released 1 album, did all right. Released 2 albums in the same year. Both of them basically went up to 3 million combined. Got the name out there. Got the name out there, and stuff is going on. Released 2 more albums separate year, 2008, 2010. Singles sold, but the albums itself wasn't that great. Then 2012, released another album, sold millions. So you don't know, and that's what I'm trying. That's what it is. These guys who think that's why I'm laughing at what the armchair analysis these guys put together. But with that said, it's not usually so. Again, not that much LBC in there as much as I thought it would. Like I said, I was watching it for the first time with you guys, so it was. Yeah, I could say his reasoning to the way they spin around is feasible, but it is what it is, and everything else. But all the stuff in front though, nah. people forget their memories and stuff like that. So, with that said, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope that it came through nice and clear. I'll listen to it maybe tomorrow and see how it works out. But like I said, switch it around and see how it worked. And hopefully this will be the way I could do certain podcasts, not podcasts, but videos or response videos quickly and just keep it moving. Because it takes a while to cut it and paste it. Like I did the whole video with the guys with the third party thing that was talking about. And I was cutting that, like that takes hours to edit it. So other than that, hope you guys enjoy your night. Hope y'all have a good work week coming up. And remember, there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your games on all consoles, even PC. Peace out.